How's it going, everybody? So here we go. This is kind of like the first segment video of this thing. So let's just jump right into a nice little topic called abortion. Yes, let's just go straight in. Why not, right? More specifically, I want to talk about a specific thing that I've heard a lot more lately related to the abortion subject, and it's a lot of guys who are saying, you know what? Fine, women want to have the choice to keep this kid. It's I have no say in it. They get to decide whether or not they want to have the child or not without me being able to have my 2 cents whatsoever. Fine. You want to have that choice. Fine, have that choice. But you know what? If you get that choice, then I want to decide whether or not I should have to provide child support for it. Right? You get to decide whether or not you're keeping it against my will. Then I should be able to decide whether or not I'm going to help you pay for that child support wise. That should be my choice. That's fair is fair, right? You get that choice. I should get this choice. Now, I think to most people, that's just stupid. It's nonsense. But it's gaining a little bit of steam for some reason. And I think establishing, understanding a good logical relationship or a way of relating this to people is important to kind of to just knock this stupid idea out of the park. Okay, so I want to relate. Want you to think about a pregnancy like an accidental pregnancy, kind of like some other type of accident. Okay, try to imagine a car accident, for example. If you caused a car accident, the government could force you to pay restitution to the person whose car you hit, right? They could force you to pay for their medical bills if they were injured in the car accident that you caused, okay? But if you hit that person and they were, say, bleeding to death and they needed emergency blood transfusion, the government could not force you against your will to donate blood to save their life. Even though it's your fault, you caused this accident, you're the reason they are dying. I mean, most of us would happily donate blood. I would donate every 8 weeks, I think is like the minimum you can do it. So it's not like a big a deal. I think most people would be happy to do it. But the government can't force you to do it against your will. If you want to just let that person die because you're scared of needles or whatever, you're allowed to do that. It's shitty. It's a terrible thing to do, but you're legally allowed to do that. The government cannot force you against your will to do any type of medical procedure, to inject yourself with anything against your will. No matter how small, even if it's something as simple as donating blood. So when you're talking about pregnancy, it's the same concept, okay? If you and your girlfriend accidentally get pregnant, the government can force you, the guy, to pay for whatever financial repercussions there are from that accidental pregnancy. They can force you to cover that. And they can do the same thing for the woman. If the woman ends up keeping the child or whatever, and it's possible that she could have to pay child support to you if you get control or whatever. So they can force you to pay for the financial damages, but the government cannot force you against your will to give birth. They cannot force you to go through with a 9-month pregnancy. They cannot force you to have your body manipulated, force you to endure pain and sickness every day to bring this child into the world. That's really the crux of it. It's what can the government force you to do? They can force you to pay for accidents you've caused monetarily, but they can't make you donate a kidney. They can't make you give blood. Okay, anything like that. That's ridiculous, and that's really that whole argument about abortion in the first place is it's about what can the government force you to do against your will, and anything that involves the internal workings of your body, medical procedures. No, no, that is not acceptable. That is a major, major violation of your rights. And so this whole nonsense about, men deserve the right to choose to get out of fatherhood. It's complete nonsense, and I don't know. It's garbage. Just don't even worry about that.